Okay, so now we are looking at our code. So this is our main.py file, which has pretty much what I've discussed in the report, such as setting the layout of our app, and this is this is where we are defining the menu bar and the menus and submenus that are present inside them, and also we are defining the actions for those menu bars. So we are pretty much defining everything about how those functions work. I mean, where should where should these connect when we click this? So click this button. So for our convenience, I'm setting the native menu bar as dot set native menu bar as false, so that it just appears on top of our application instead of appearing on top of the window like this. So we we have added the checkboxes as mentioned in the question, and also the push buttons as mentioned in the question, and we have defined functions later which work when these buttons are clicked or this menu bar options are chosen, and these all are laid out in such a way that was defined in the question. And so yeah, so coming to the functional ability of the checkboxes. So this is the SQL code which we have written to get the data from the plots. So the thing is, this is pretty much the same for when the streets are shown, or the names of the streets are shown, because that was present in the same data, I mean the same table when we write this SQL code, and getting the intersections is from a different SQL code. So we have functions defined like this. So this is like when the checkbox of street is checked, then it runs this SQL code and gets the data. If we don't connect the database first, then it shows this error message or pop window to connect to the database to proceed further. and same in the case. So this is interesting. So this is where, so I was getting the bug when a checkbox is clicked, and when it is unchecked, then the plot doesn't go. So I've I've created this function called small self dot clear. So then it goes to this function clear, which plots a plot with zero zero data. So that's what I required. So that was as and what is mentioned in the question. So it is kind of loophole for this question, but yeah. So coming to the name show, it is the same thing as I have previously mentioned. The command is same for this, and also when we do the intersections show, such as the red dots or the green into marks for the crosswalks, or red dots for the traffic signals. So this is the code, this is the command from which we have got the data, and this is also pretty much the same thing what I have explained before. And these are the two functions which I have defined to switch to full screen or exit the full screen, which are like mentioned in the menu submenu submenu bars section. And this is our plot canvas class. This is a different class from the main.py. So as we can see here, we have imported this class from, okay, this is funny, but yeah, the class name is also plot canvas and the name of the file is also plot canvas, so please don't get confused. So we have imported plot canvas class from plot canvas file. So this is where we define the plot, I mean the figure canvas. So how should it look like? And this is the database name from which we are getting the data, and this is all the basic setup to run the SQL files. So yes, now to display the data, we are writing this query, and as we have seen that we have already written the query and got the data, and this is the data from which we are going to plot. So when we run the query which we have mentioned before, so it brings out the data with points, like coordinate points. So it takes the coordinate points in the order that we get for the table. So it plots the data. So this is where it gives the outline of the streets, and this this function defines the positions of the names, and this is the this function defines the traffic lights and crosswalks that are present at an intersection. So this is when the database is connected or disconnected, then it shows the message database connected successfully, something like that. And these are the functions to print PNG files, I mean, yeah, exporting into PNG files or exporting it to PDF files. And this is when we have the intersection list. So it's better now we start running our application. So yeah, let me rerun this. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the view of our application. So let us see, switch to full screen, and when we click this show streets, instead uh, uh, when we click show streets and don't don't connect to database, then it shows this error message, connect to database to proceed further. So then we connect to database. Okay, database connected successfully. Then we'll check this, and when we check this we get the plot of the streets, and when we check the show intersections we get the intersections where we have, and when we click this we get the names of the streets. I know this is a bit messy, but this looks good when we view this on a bigger screen. Or yeah, we don't have this fancy option of zooming, so yeah, we have to adjust with this. So when we click list intersections, then it pops up the data like this. Then we can just ignore this. Okay, sorry. uh, so and we click list streets. Okay, okay, okay. So it gives out the data like this. So we can just ignore this. So let us plot something. Yeah. So when we export to PDF, so it has such two. Yeah, one and as one. So that's good. Let us see if we have saved our files. So as you can see here, it has one.pdf. uh yeah, we can just zoom in. Yeah, it retains its quality. So yeah, and when we go to one.png, we can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so that's pretty much the functionality of the app, and thank you.